not quite as many of this kind of millennial population coming into play, although they have that same dip in population phenomenon that I showed earlier.
I like the image of the great sucking sound of retirees. So you and Jean recently had an article in the Harvard Business Review around managing millennials, and one of your sidebars or even focuses of the article was around microfeedback. We had a question about whether you could kind of expand a bit on the role that microfeedback can play.
Yeah, so again, I think the huge power of this is that it's driven by the user or the person themselves. So they are they don't have to wait for a semi-annual performance review to get feedback. They can drive getting feedback as often as they wish. So I think that's very powerful. I think the other thing that's really powerful about it is is that we make it easy on users. I don't know if you've ever gotten a 360-degree feedback that had 154 items, and you just happened to know a whole bunch of people who were going to the same class, so you got 10 of them at one time. I once had 25 in my inbox, and I could have shot myself going through all of those items and rating all of them. Whereas, this micro-feedback is just easy enough to do because it's constrained in terms of what the volume can be that you respond to. So you can get it out of your queue of things to do in less than 60 seconds, which is, I think, also very powerful given the pace that we're all working at today. So I think this kind of combination of driven by the user and ease of responding and then immediacy is a very powerful combination particularly for millennials. The other thing is that unlike something like Twitter,